What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the PS5 store, the online PlayStation store, the one that has had definitely a lot of trouble over the last several generations, but that I actually have a hot take opinion on that we'll get to in this video. But I want to talk about what needs to change, if anything, what could be coming, and going through that entire package. Okay, this has actually been something I've wanted to talk about for a long time. I was thinking about also doing the UI, like when you first boot up your PS5, what would that look like? If you guys want to see that video, I can definitely throw in some predictions and some things that I would want from that as well, and we can do that later on. If you want that, definitely let me know in the comments below. And again, as always, if you guys like these videos, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you guys are not already subscribed. The support that you guys have been showing over the past several weeks, really over several years, but more specifically, the last little while has been really, really awesome. I have a Twitter, Podcast Now 15, my Discord, my second channel, all of that is in the description below. And now let's jump in. Okay, so look, the PS3 store was ridiculed like I've never seen it before. Now, my hot take has been that I've never truly had all that much bad to say about the store. Really, even the PS3 store, which I will say was not the greatest thing. There were some updates done to it, but I didn't think it was the worst thing in the world. The PS4 store definitely, I think, was a lot better. I still see a lot of people say how awful it is. I really still think that. Now, again, so my hot take is that I don't necessarily agree with that. And to be honest with you, this is a PlayStation video, but let me bring in Xbox really fast. Most of my games I get on PlayStation. Okay, obviously I get the Xbox exclusive on Xbox. I'll get the Series X or Series S very early 2021. But I got Tell Me Why, the game Tell Me Why for Xbox. I got that game, and I had to get the code to download it in the store. I thought their store was terrible. I thought their store is actually worse than the PlayStation store. So I don't know if that's an extremely hot take where everybody just seemingly looks up to Microsoft store as like the golden model. I really don't think it's all that good, and I feel like maybe I thought that going in, and I was like, oh man, I'm going to be expecting a transcendent, a situation here, like a transcendent experience, and I was just left like, just sad and crying. I mean, you know what I mean? It was weird. It was honestly weird, that whole situation. But for the PS5, true. Now, we do know a couple things. In fact, even the day I'm recording this, there were more patents shown, because there's patents for like 5,000 things for the PS5. Not all of them will come true, but a wish list is something that was brought up today, the day I'm recording this on Wednesday, for the PS5 store, that the store may actually have a wish list for your items. I think that would be absolutely perfect. I wasn't even thinking of something like that, but no, in all honesty, that would be really cool. Do it exactly like Steam. You put stuff on the wish list. If it goes on sale, it would alert you. You can take things off. You can put it on. That's really good. A really solid spot to put it on. Besides that, look, it is going to look different. I just can't imagine you go into the PS5 store and it's not significantly different than PS4. And I would imagine, I guess there is definitely a world where they could make it a whole lot worse. I would imagine they make it better, but I kind of am fine with what the PS4 store looks like. You got the featured, you got when your deals are there. Maybe maybe like the ordering of like the tabs on the left side, making it a little bit easier to find what you're looking for. The biggest thing I always find, and it really only comes sometimes through like pre-orders or games that aren't out yet, or like episodic games. That's when I run into the biggest, again, on PlayStation and on Xbox. Like on Xbox, for Tell Me Why, when I was trying to, like, I had the pass, I had episodes 1 through 3, and when I was looking, but you only downloaded one at a time. You could only download. So I could download episode 1, but then I had to wait till the next Thursday, and I had to go back in and look for episode 2, but the store only showed me episode 2, but it would tell me like I don't own it because I own the season pass, like I own the whole thing, and then I would go to that one and it wouldn't let me download 2, and I have to go through all these different menus and drop down things, and then finally I would find it. I would finally figure out like, oh, okay, I go here and then I click this, and oh, this is how you install it. It was a bit too difficult. That's really, and so that was an Xbox thing, but that happens for PlayStation all the time. Any episodic game where maybe you buy like a season pass, you end up running into those things where sometimes the store doesn't recognize what you have. Those are things, basically like the entry level into the store is what I want them to fix. Make it very, very user-friendly where maybe it walks you right through, where it's like, hey, you have episodes 1 through 5. You're looking for 2. Let me take you directly to download 2. Let's skip all the garbage and let's just get you to where you need to go. Or for pre-orders. Now, pre-orders are difficult because I get like sometimes the game won't be up. Like they literally will not put it up on the store. I think for like SpongeBob is the best example, recent example I can think of. The Battle for Bikini Bottom. I was looking for that game daily, and I was looking for it. And I was looking for it when it was there, even like the last couple days, but I couldn't find it. Like the store would not show it to me at all. Some games are a bit too difficult to find, even if you're looking for a very specific game. Sometimes it is still, for whatever reason, way too difficult to actually get to. So those are the things to me that I would like to be, updated in some way. Again, maybe make it so that the system will literally just take you to where you want to go. I have no problem with the way that the PlayStation Plus library or your library of games in general is lined up. I think that's actually pretty well done. Again, the tab, they got the deals. They break it down into like add-ons or like DLC, and they do like, the PSVR, like VR things. They have like exclusives. They have they really do cover, I'd say, most of their bases. I feel like you could do when you're on a game or even a movie or whatever. And by the way, I'm not really talking about movies or music just because I don't really go on there. I really only do it for games. But like the trailer, how like you have to sometimes go up for it and then like a trailer will play. Maybe they could fix a little bit something with that. I like the whole recommended when you go on a game and you go down and says like, here's games that maybe you could get. Or again, if it's part of something, it could recommend something that's very, very close to it or like the rest of it. Stuff like that. Stuff that makes it just a little bit easier, that you go from one place and you're at one place and it gets you to another place that you really want to get to. Really, in a weird way, it's kind of got to do what YouTube always talks about, how that's like their number one goal. How the YouTube algorithm always makes you want to try it, or is always looking for videos you want to see, even though I don't think it actually does that. That's what I think the PlayStation Store needs to do, where it just needs to kind of get a little bit, as it has gotten smarter. It needs to get even, it needs to take another step and say, oh, okay, you're looking for this, well, let's give it to you, okay? Or we think you're going to like that, and coincidentally, that's actually what you're going to go to next. Those are the small changes. In terms of, again, like visuals, what I want to see, I think it looks fine. I really don't it's definitely so much better. The search menu, like when the keyboard pops up to look for it, and then your options are on like the right side that you can scroll. Again, things can get hidden, and you have to be very, very specific in order for some things to appear, which is annoying, and those are the things I would want fixed. But besides that, I kind of do like that screen overall. I think they've taken and again, this could definitely be a minority opinion. I could definitely just be speaking for myself and literally nobody else. That's why I want to hear from you guys. To me, the PS3 store wasn't the worst thing in the world. Yet again, that was the first online store I ever participated in. Okay, I didn't have an Xbox 360 at the time, so I didn't know. I mean, when my friend did, I was always on that. I think that store actually was much, much better, but I didn't really have anything to compare it to necessarily. You know what I mean? So that's maybe a hot take. And then PS4, I really don't mind the store at all. I don't think it's like vastly worse than like the Xbox store as it is right now. I truly do not believe that. But with that being said, maybe you guys, a lot of times you guys will give suggestions or ideas that I don't even think of. So let me know in the comments below. What do you think? What should be? Do you think anything should be changed? What should be added? Is there any features you want to see? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel, podcast now. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up. And like I said, Discord, Twitter, second channel, all in the description below. If you guys want to check that out, it would mean a lot to me. And I'll see you all on the next video.